Samkele Maseko is in Soweto and joins Newsday Live. Samkele, good afternoon to you. So first of all, just give us an assessment, if you can. Residents are still angry about possibly the lack of response as far as the storm damage is concerned. What are you seeing? What can you tell us?
Well, indeed, Jeremy, residents here are angry that they've not received any positive feedback from the relative authorities within government, within the local government sphere, with Councillor Herman Mashaba, the executive mayor of Johannesburg, and also with building body NHR BRC. They're waiting for a report from them to come here. Some of them have even been communicating with their various banks for them to come and re-evaluate the value of these properties here, saying that they are not worth what they are currently paying. But I'm now joined by Philelani Sindani, who's part of the crisis committee here in Pretoria Glen. They've currently blockaded the roads here in R55, in R559. Cars can't go through. Philelani, why did you find that it's good for you to blockade this road in order to get some sort of response from the relevant authorities?
We have engaged with the city council. In fact, Herman Mashaba came here and he told us that there's nothing that the city can do. It is the matter of the province. And yesterday Takama was here as well, who promised that he'll come back this morning. In fact, I even received personally the WhatsApp that says Herman Mashaba will be here at 9 o'clock. So the reason for us to gather here today, it was precisely to hear what they have to say in terms of them assisting us with the crisis. So when I called Takama said he's not coming back and there's no one who's coming. So we said to them, okay, if nobody is going to give us an attention, then we are going to blockade the road, because even yesterday for them to come, we had to blockade the road. Now the problem is, whoever that comes, NHBRC, they were here yesterday, we engaged with them and they said they are going to send the assessors. The banks are sending assessors and everybody's sending an assessor. But how can an assessor assist a person who doesn't have a house, who doesn't have a place to sleep, who doesn't have clothes? So that's the issue that we are dealing with now. So we are saying to the authorities, until somebody comes and addresses us. You see, our protest is very peaceful. We are not damaging infrastructure. We are not throwing stones to any car. We are just frustrating everybody and closing the business until somebody comes in and assists us. And the assistance that we are requiring, they must give those who don't have shelter a shelter. They must give those who don't have blankets, food, and all those type of disaster thing. But all what they are doing is sending the assessors. Since the 30th up until today, the 3rd, it's only assessors who are coming, and there's no relief of some kind that is tangible to say there are tents here, there's what there, there's what there. So all what we are saying, we need somebody to come and address us and bring, because we don't want somebody to come and say, I'm from government and I'm talking. We need something tangible.
Now let's talk about families. I've been to a family home where they've got no electricity for the past 3 or 4 days. Their food, they've taken their meat and various other goods to their neighbor who has electricity. How are other families in that situation? Some who don't even have roofs over their head. How are they surviving? What are they eating?
That's what we are saying, to say we need somebody to come and assist us. There's a lady who lost everything. Unfortunate enough, her team, because she's a biker, her team came in and they assisted. And those who don't have electricities, they had to arrange the generator so that they could have the electricity. But as you would know, the generator, it's only sufficient for a period of time. It's not going to last forever. And we also need Eskom to come and fix that. The houses which there is no electricity, it will be better for Eskom to come in and assist. But nobody is coming. And also the insurances are trying to repudiate the claims now, to say you extended without informing us. We can deal with that later on. But for now, we need somebody to come in and assist us, because we don't have the capacity. Funny, in this country, you have somebody who's being captured somewhere, and you would find Red Cross going there, you would find all these NGOs, they assist. But yeah, we haven't had any NGO that comes and assists. We don't know whether because it's a black area or what, we don't know.
Well, Jeremy, that was one of the crisis committee members who are saying that they've not received any thorough feedback and positive help from those in power, such as local government authorities. Some have even been complaining that the local councillor is nowhere to be seen. But also some are saying that they don't have food on the table, and they're only pleading for the relevant authorities to come and help them out in this deplorable situation that they currently find themselves in due to that storm that havocked the area here in Protea Glen.
Samkele, I just want you to remind our viewers again how many people we are talking about who have been displaced, and currently, where are they staying?
Well, Jeremy, as it currently stands, the government did say through the MEC of Infrastructure Development, Jacob Mamabolo, that they would be providing tents for destitute families. We don't know currently where those tents have went. What we've seen some sort of shelter being provided to the homes where the tiles were blown away. They've got something to cover their homes. We don't know where those who had their homes totally wiped out, where they are currently staying. We've been trying to find that out. Some are saying they're in some sort of a charity place where they are situated currently. So it's a rather bleak situation for those who currently own bond homes here currently, because they're not receiving any help from their banks, from their insurances, and from the government, from whether it's local sphere or the provincial government or even the national government itself.
Has there been any specific promise by MEC Mamabolo?
The MEC Mamabolo did promise that they would be providing shelters for really destitute families who've had their roofs totally wiped out, or the walls of their infrastructures were totally demolished through the thunderstorm. The government has promised to provide that sort of assistance. We're not sure if they've pulled through on that promise that they've made. Councillor Herman Mashaba is said to we will come back to the community on Friday to give them a feedback of the various research investigations that they've been doing and how they can assist these families, but nothing has been promised by the Johannesburg City Council as it currently stands.
All right, live at Protea Glen.